Yeah. How's everybody on the YouTube world doing this afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you want to interpret it as being? Yeah, let's see who. Scroll back and check the chat. Tell me if you can hear and or see me. Got nothing on my screen yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got the right things showing on my side. Christina is actually here. Hi. Craig Jackman is here. Kelsey Blaine Gibson. Anna. Hello, Anna. Dari checking in on her lunch break between Zumba classes.
No, at Sephora.
Between Sephora makeup classes. Hello, Julie Emery. Cheers. Thank you for the glass that I'm drinking out of. Amanda Benjamin. Bruce Sanchez. Don Emery. Ed and Susie. Waving at Susie. Hi. I love that. Let's see. Craig Jackman says 3-2 Dodgers bottom second. Sounds like that's sports ball. Oh, wonderful. Are we opposite sports ball again? Mom said alongside sports ball. Okay. Wait. Hi, Mickey Mooney. So, Anna, is the World Series like seriously opposite this show next week? She says, I think the next week is the World Series. I know she means baseball. I don't know if she...
Yeah, she does, I think, mean next Thursday.
Damn.
She was saying that all of these baseball games are playoffs for the World Series. And yeah, there's a lot on Thursdays and Mondays. I think they're all every day.
Okay.
Until the World Series.
Harley Davenport's here. Hey, Harley. Haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you again. David says hi. So you'll... hello, Katie. Lovely to see you. So down on this corner of the screen, I've got a new email address that is actually relevant. Wow, I pointed at the wrong one. Yeah, here. So this is going to be, this is relevant to Fireside Tales on Monday. Been doing this thing where after reading a story or two and or some poems, going into just answering questions, if I can, of whatever. The category is not necessarily math, physics, logic, philosophy, etc. The category is, what are you curious about? Submit questions. I'm really digging this thing on Monday nights of Ask Hunter Anything, and as Amanda Benjamin pointed out very early on, it spells out aha. How cool is that? So, wow, I look back at the chat just in time to see Serona Farron saying, "Did you know that Bay means bye in Icelandic? It also means poop in Danish." No, I didn't know either of those things. Christopher Farron's here. Thursday nights are also football. Oh, that's great. That is just, oh, cool. Okay, so random... yes, Dari Mills, you could ask me skincare and makeup questions, but this goes in the disclaimer of all the other. I don't know that I will actually have that much of value to respond. However, maybe there's something about color theory or specific vitamins that I will be able to surprise us with. Roberta Acuna, hello. Karen Oliver, hi. So one random announcement. On November the 4th, there will be a show. It will start later than normal. On November the 4th, that Thursday, the LoveCast will probably start at more like 7:10. So right around the time that we're normally wrapping up, we'll be beginning on November the 4th. Yeah, so let's just jump into a first song. The Eagles were in town. The Eagles were in town recently. Maybe they're still in town. I don't know. Joe Walsh isn't talking to me anymore. So, yes, Amanda Benjamin. I also find it interesting that light versus pigment has very different implications when discussing color theory. But none of those are the Eagles. Trying to loosen my load. I got 7 waiting on my mind. Oh, I want on it to the one who stoned me once, that she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. I was standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed boat, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open it up, I'm coming in, taking it easy. Down the road, trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Come on, say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Ooh. Ooh. Take it easy. Who got it easy? Easy. Hopefully, the hunter's moon isn't on camera. Oh dear, that's exactly so. When I was a new livecaster, that's exactly the sort of comment that would have just totally thrown me off in the middle of a show a year and a quarter or so ago. Yeah, so I missed the stuff going past in the chats about the moon. Hi, Diana Nicole. But it is true that the full moon of the month of October is called the Hunter's Moon. So that's what does that mean? That means that's according to something called the Farmer's Almanac. The Farmer's Almanac was published, I don't even know off the top of my head, a lot of years ago, several generations past. And the Farmer's Almanac had a name for the full moon of every month. And because some months have 30 or say 31 days in them and full moons happen on a 28-day cycle, every now and then, rarely, you'll get 2 full moons in one calendar month, say at the very beginning and the very end. And we call that, again by the Farmer's Almanac, a blue moon. So once in a blue moon means something occasional. There you go. Dari said, yeah, drove in the dark last night, and the moon lit my way. I hope the moon, as well as your headlights, lit your way. Good, David. Boo, moon, yes. Actually, one of my favorite things is if I can go on a bike ride, say at midnight on a full moon in some place that is very wide paved and absent of cars, and ride, let's say, in the total darkness with no illumination except the full moon. Oh my God, that is just have a nice smoke and listen to some like Mazzy Star in the headphones and just ride. That is, ooh. Looking down and seeing something else random is Dari recommending to Amanda, have you heard of putting turmeric in your tea? It helps inflammation. So funny enough, I typically take 2 to 3 grams of powdered turmeric almost every morning for exactly that reason. And yes, Julie, whiskey and honey in tea, better for congestion, better for congestion, worse for pronunciation, and a lot more fun than turmeric or Mucinex. Yes, and black pepper in your tea also. Oh my God, I'm looking around in a sudden Paul panic, seeing that there are no capos around, but I do have one. Kathy B said, hi Kathy B. Used to take turmeric for various reasons, but can't anymore. Causes one of my meds not to work. Kathy, private message me about that. I mean, unless you want to disclose in the chat, I'm just curious what that is. Yeah, there are organic chemistry interactions that can be very surprising sometimes. We refer to those as agonists, and I'm really curious what medication is canceled out. All right, so here's a song from a guy that was never concerned about agonists or too much whiskey. Yeah, Mom, I'm the same. Like Indian food, every time I eat Indian food, my nose run, Mom says. Cayenne. There's a lot of cayenne frequently in Indian food. And, yep, got it. Tamoxifen. Cancer drug to block estrogen, which feeds breast cancer. Okay, estrogen, estrogen and breast cancer, got that. Not familiar with tamoxifen. Sounds like I'm going to do some nerd reading later. Significantly after I play this next tune from Jimmy Buffett. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All those tourists covered in oil, strumming my sixth string on my front porch string. Smell the shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my long shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all Danny's fault. I don't know the reason. Stayed here all season. Oh, nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How I got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my long shaker of salt. Where's the salt? Where's the goddamn salt? Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it could be my fault. Blew out my flip-flop, stepped on my pop top, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's blues in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang out. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my long shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Saying that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's Christina's fault. Yeah.
I thought that was hysterical.
I don't even know what Serona's saying. I'd what Hunter was telling when he made it back to High Condo. High Condo. Yeah, and like now I'm kind of scrolling back up into the chat here. That's Kathy B. The whole thing about grapefruit juice. It's funny, but in pharmacology, grapefruit juice interacts with a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised at how many medications are like. You can take anything with this medication except maybe alcohol, and by all means avoid grapefruit juice. It's like it's weird. It's really weird. Citrus can sometimes apply that way. Like there's this whole thing about citrus and psychedelics, but grapefruit juice in particular, it is just strange. Charity Swanson. Hi, Charity. How are you doing? How are you doing recently? Are you coming along? I've been thinking about you all out lately. Hope you're doing all right. Daryl Mills. Hey, Daryl. Glad I could chime in on one of your favorite songs just as you come in here. Jason Allen, how you doing, man? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Charity. Not great for the reasons that I would assume, or is this like a conflating something else going on? Well, we should talk. In any case, I don't know if I can actually do or say anything of any help, but we should. Oh, yesterday was Charity's dad's birthday. Yeah, no, well, I mean, at least you frame it in a positive, forward-looking sort of way, looking forward to when it doesn't hurt so much. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Paul Carganilla is here. Patty Pinkstaff is here. Hi. Yeah, Charity, feel free to reach out anytime you like. Absolutely. Ready. Paul, I was thinking about you in particular about, let's say 8.5 minutes ago, when it's time to launch into the next song. Oh God, where's my capo? And there are like none around. Oh, and then there was a black capo that I've got on the black music stand. Paul does not fall prey to such limiting habits anymore. I can't remember the last time actually that I've seen him misplace a capo. Ooh, Mom is recommending a winter drink, an amaretto margarita. Mom, I don't think I've ever had one of those. Send me the recipe or come to Big Bear for Christmas and make me one. I love that how just generally supportive and personal everybody is in the chat here. Like Kathy B chiming in with Charity and what Christina was saying about how she feels on her dad's birthday and on Father's Day. It's that's the kind of thing that makes it a community. Yeah. Well. Our family is the best indeed. Yeah, I love this family too. It's pretty damn neat. Pretty cool community. All right. Felt like launching into a Tom Petty song. So, from Full Moon Fever, how appropriate. This song is from an album from 1989. About Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. It's a long day living in Racine. There's a freeway through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free, free falling, and I'm free. And all the vampires walking through the valley, but west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys standing in the shadows, while the good girls are home with broken hearts, and I'm free. I'm looking over and seeing, is my mic clipping? Yes, sound is clipping a bit. Okay, thank you. There are settings for that. And I'm free. How's that? Better? Free falling. Did we fix it? Did I fix it? We? I. Thank you, Kathy B. It's very sweet. Okay, sounds much better. Good. Good. I have slightly different gain settings for reading stories to singing full out. Yeah. Appreciate the notes. Appreciate the feedback. And speaking of things that I appreciate, the virtual tip jar down here to my right. The people that threw into the virtual tip jar last week on the Ven Pals and the Paymos. I want to say thank you to the folks that are keeping the lights on here at the Acoustic Cabin last week for LoveCast 77. That was Emily Thatcher, Benedicta Shoyan, and Ned Clark, Ed and Susie Marsh. Wave. Hi, Susie. Charity Swanson, Rick and Karen Oliver, and one anonymous donor. Oh, good. That was one of the that song was one of Kelsey's favorite songs. Made her day. Thank you. Good. Well, thank you for throwing that into the chat, Harley. That's lovely. Good. Glad I could make her day a little better. And Velociraptor. Ow. Yeah, so that's very sweet, Ed. Yes, we're waving too. Tonight's LoveCast is, I wanted to do just like simple feel-good songs. I don't know whether or not that theme has been theme apparent, but that's kind of what I was going for. I did a show similar in late July. I did a show that was just, I forget how I phrased it at the time. It was the first show after Wolfgang's passing, and it was the musical equivalent of comfort food was what I was going for. Well, I'm feeling fine and good in life right now. I'm taking a statistics class from SMC all on Zoom, and I've gotten 100% on both of the first two tests. Don't tell any of my classmates. That would make me a very unpopular person in that class. But I just got that second test result this morning, and feeling pretty good. So just like simple, happy songs is kind of what I'm going for tonight.
Tell them that I picked songs for next week too.
And my set list for Halloween is now set because my darling Christina here, in an attempt, because I'm really, without exaggeration, I'm putting in like 50-hour weeks with all the driving and shows and studying and working modeling jobs and just preparing the cabin to rent by the snowfall, etc. Yeah, it's some really full weeks, and so while I was studying, I don't know what the hell I was doing. While I was studying, Christina went through like all of my big pile of sheet music and picked out an entire set list of creepy, appropriate, thematic music for Halloween. So thank you, darling. That was, yes, it's spooky music. There we go. Yeah, spooky music. Emily says I could have used some help AP stats in high school. Charity said I failed statistics in college. Yeah, I don't know where I was then, Charity. I don't know, but if you want to like retake the class, I can. I'm putting myself in a position to be a very qualified tutor. Ooh, Chris Farron, Riders on the Storm is spooky. Ooh, I've never learned that, but damn, no, I've never learned it on guitar. I should be, yeah, I've sung it like 100 times in concert venues and bars and places. Damn, that is, but that is really tempting. Oh, Bad Moon Rising.
The pile, so I didn't get to throw it in, but that's a good one too.
Another song I've sung like 100 times and never played on guitar. So yes, that would be really good. Both of those would be really good. Charity, okay, good. Perseverance, took it again and passed, got my degree. Go me, yes indeed. So this class, I've never taken a class online, and I'm kind of lining myself up to just like tutor on Zoom, for example. Thank you, Emily, for the super chat. The dancing of a parasito. That's wonderful. Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, Paul, I'd be down for a spooky Sticks and Stones. That's a great idea. So yeah, the first thing that surprised me about taking this class online is that my textbook is also completely online, right? So instead of buying a physical textbook, you purchase access to an online textbook, and that is a non-negotiable must for the class because all the homework is in that online textbook, right? But the thing that jumped out at me when I'm like going through and signing up for the class, etc., is that there was like a less expensive version of the textbook and a more expensive version of the textbook, and the two were exactly like the more expensive version was 200% the price of the less expensive. I'm like, what's the difference? And I'm reading the fine print. And the more expensive version is 2 semesters worth of access to the textbook because so many people take statistics and know they're going to fail it the first time around and have to repeat it, that they have an automatic clickable category. The textbook people already have something that you can just like, we'll just save you the trouble. You can have 2 semesters access for when you fail this the first time. I was just stunned. Kelsey Blaine Gibson, also, thank you for the super chat. That's very sweet.
And Emily.
And Emily, did you miss me thanking Emily for the super chat the first time? Is that where you?
Yes,
Is it? Okay. Yes.
But I also wanted to show you the chat. What Paul said, sticks and bones.
Sticks and bones is very cute. Yes, let's do it.
Halloween night.
Yeah, maybe. Let's figure that out. I can't see a calendar right now, but I'm.
It's a Sunday. That's probably what.
I'm not going out in public. Man, the best Halloween I've had in the last handful of years. Actually, the best couple of Halloweens I've had in the last couple of years were taking my goddaughter out trick-or-treating. That has been so fun. I don't know if that is reasonable at this point. I'm going to have to review some COVID numbers, and with the help of my statistics knowledge, this will be a cinch. Yeah, well, Katie, if you ever want to repeat the class or to have any retrospective questions, let me know. Julie, thank you for the super chat. And More music now.
And you live life with your arms reached out, and when speaking. Enter rooms with great joy shouts, happy to be meeting. Yeah. Right, 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 right as yellow, warm as yellow. And I do not wish to be a rose, I do not wish to be pale pink, but flower scarlet, flower gold, and have no thorns to distance me, but be bright, 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 bright as yellow, warm as yellow. And if I'm shining, even if I'm shining here inside, and if I'm shining, it's it I'm wanting. I wanna be so, so bright, 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 bright as yellow, warm as yellow. Warm as yellow.
From the album Glow in 1995. I think that was used on the soundtrack to Empire Records. The song was by the Innocence Mission called Bright as Yellow. Bright as Yellow. Yeah, both lines happen in the refrain. Bright as yellow, warm as yellow. They probably had a coin toss and chose which to call it. Hello, Emily Thatcher. Glad to see you in here. I think Emily had a request for this week. This is the song that she used on her Instagram story promoting tonight's LoveCast. This is also a favorite of Ed Marsh's. This is Prometheus. Slow it down. There we go.
For all of my days, it's just been dark at night. Once the sun goes down, there's no more heat, no light. But the cold outside, it only chills to the bone. So I walk under Olympus, still sleeping alone. Off in the distance, my heart felt aglow up on the mountain of knowledge where it's forbidden to go. Hillside was this lady in flame. The moment I saw her, came. This is a daughter of Zeus. Those are clearly the eyes. Now I got something in mind. I gotta steal from the gods. She moves with a flicker, glows red, orange, and blue. Come with me, child, I'll light my whole world with you. Ooh, hey, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Storm started brewing as we ran down the hill. Gather in the darkness with this pissed off God's will. Now Zeus is at my heels, 'cause I defy divine plan. For the love of this woman, I brought fire to man. She said, what's your name? I said, there's much to discuss, but the humans below call me Prometheus. Ooh, hey, ooh, oh, hey. And I was caught. See, I was caught. She moves with the flicker, clothes her head on the blue. Come with me, pretty child, and light my whole world with you. I was chained to a rock, say those men being dramatic. They degraded my ego, whose taste was hepatic. Only a few know the truth. I was turned into a moth, hiding from the sun by day. I sleep in your cloth. He turned me into a moth, 'cause I loved her so much. So I'll always love the flame, but being burned by its touch. She moves with a flicker, blows her head orange and blue. Come with me, pretty child, I'll light my whole world with you. Ooh, hey. Ooh, hey. Ooh, hey. Hey, hey. Ooh, oh, oh, Fun song. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Flipping through my other phone. Oh, man. All right. Here's a good one that I have not played in quite a while. I flipped right past it. Damn it. Ah. All right. Ooh, Chris Farron. Excellent question. When are we getting a song about ancient astronomers? Yeah. Great question. I have strong opinions on this. Not so much about an album of the theme, but yeah, I have strong opinions on the subject of ancient astronomers. Man, yeah, that's it. Hi, Malika. How are you? Yeah, baby. So, okay. Just
here's an aside. I just can't skip this over. In the politically correct cancel culture, or whatever you want to call it, of 2021, maybe we're just becoming more aware, and maybe this is exactly the way that we should be going. I don't know. This is not a comment on society. Want to remove that whatsoever. But while so many people are like pointing out racism where it may or may not actually exist, what is going on with this whole ancient aliens phenomenon, right? Where we look at something like ancient Egypt and say non-white stonecutters could not have come up with something so complex as to be inexplicable by modern day explanation. They must have had help from aliens. And by the way, that help from the aliens did not come in the form of like giving them microscopes or anything that modern paleontologists or anthropologists can find. It's not that they had technology that in any way supersedes stone cutting. It's that aliens must have come down and told them how to be better stone cutters. Like, seriously? That is like, in logic, sometimes this is called an argument from incredulity. I cannot imagine how X culture achieved Y. Therefore, completely unrelated answer must be the solution, and put gods or monsters or aliens in your added solution. But like, seriously? This is just not acceptable intellectually. But how is this just like passing by everyone's? How is this just like just innocently passing under everyone's racism radar? Like that is what I absolutely. Okay, thank you, Christopher Farron. Logic is not a strong trait of humans. Well, yeah. Okay, I don't know. It's just, it seems, yeah. It's. It's a funny question. It's suspect. Yeah. You remember when the History Channel dealt with actual history? Yeah. I once upon a time at a party met the lead editor for that Ancient Alien show. And I was just like, okay, bro, it's just you and me talking here in a private conversation. It was literally the two of us. Are you serious with this thing? Like, do you really do you really get behind this? And he shrugged and said, no, it's silliness. It's crap, but it's not the worst thing to harm society, is it? Now, this is way pre-COVID. And I'm like, is it the worst thing? No. But I really hope to professionally align myself going forward with something that betters society as opposed to watering down my own personal harm that I might be doing. Like, no, I'm not doing the worst thing in society because there are people out there doing worse than me is not an argument that it's okay. Okay. So going on. Yes, Ed, Ancient Aliens should not be on Nat Geo. It should not be on any educational television. It is... you know where it should be displayed? There should be a show about critical thinking, and Ancient Aliens should be used as an example of the non-application or where you can start applying this. Like, it should be used as example, not as base level entertainment. Going back to happy, simple music. Here's a song by Otis Redding.
watching the tide roll away. Ooh, just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay. 'Cause I had nothing to live for. It looks like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Just sit here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's 2,000 miles I roll just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Oh, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah. Charity Swanson, why do you now feel like you need to watch Top Gun? Yeah, Christy. I wasted a lot of time in my youth instead of doing the homework I needed to do. Indeed. Oh, was Dock of the Bay in Top Gun? I did not remember that. Okay, thank you. That's funny. So I'm in mid-November, I'm going to be shooting a series of music videos over the course of a week. So right around November, probably 12th or 13th, I'm going to be suddenly unrecognizably cosmetically different. And the prototype for the haircut was Tom Cruise in Top Gun. But Christina Beelan, this being like men's haircuts being her actual area of expertise, pointed out that Tom Cruise's actual haircut is not going to fit my face necessarily, but we can appease the producers and start with that prototype as a template. Paul's got a camera and a car. What's that mean? I hope that's in reference to Sticks and Bones, because that's... Oh, wait, suddenly that makes Sticks and Bones sound all kinds of like dirty and weird. Just made all that worse. All right. So... Mom, I don't know. The answer to your question. I hope not. I just don't know. Yeah, Karen, don't worry. I'm hair grows back, and my hair grows back really fast. So this will be distinctly, yeah. And Christine is saying this is Sonia's vision. I completely agree in the context of these music videos and Sonia's vision. It is absolutely perfect, right, and appropriate for the character. So I totally condone this vision. The one exception that I have written into a contract is my braid will still exist. It'll probably just be hidden under my costume and or under hats and things like that. Yeah, this will still be there. I may actually trim it just completely of my own volition because now it goes down past my belly button, and but there's way too much discussion about one braid. I think I'm gonna play one more song for y'all tonight. But yeah, all the producers and casting people have already signed off that can cut my hair to this is not Crosby, Stills and Nash angst. It's really okay. All the producers have signed off on the notion that we can cut my hair to whatever meets the artistic vision, and I'll shave, or Christina, I hope, will shave me however is appropriate, again conforming to the artistic vision, and but the braids stay in. So there it is. I hope Miss Julie Emery is still watching, because we're going to go out this evening with one last song. Will someone make a note for me that Karen Oliver has requested Almost Cut Your Hair before I actually cut my hair?
Tell her you'll play it the week of the 4th, but we'll probably be cutting your hair sometime that week, so I can't guarantee exactly. But that's your next show date.
Okay.
His next set list is done, so the next show date is the 4th.
So wait,
That day.
4 plus 7 is the 11th. So Karen, yes, I'll either play that for you on November 4th or November 11th.
Your hair will be cut by 11th, I'm telling you that. It might even be cut by the 4th.
Okay. Karen, the short answer is yes. This will happen in early November. Another quick reminder, if anybody is listening now that was not listening at the beginning of the show, the LoveCast on November 4th will be happening about an hour, 10 minutes later than we are accustomed to. We're going to have to schedule the LoveCast of November 4th to begin at around 7:10. So, in 1 minute from now, about the time that we are usually wrapping up. Ed, so it's a series. There's this country music album that is being produced that tells a story, and they have cast me as the male lead in all of the music videos for the entire album. And in fact, I'm probably going to be singing on one track on the actual album. We haven't worked that specific detail out. I submitted a scratch track demo, and the producers like it. So I'm going to have to re-record some stuff in a studio, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, there's like 11 music videos that are going to be associated to this album, and I think they said I'll be starring in 9 or 10 of them. And this will be filming for a full week in mid-November. And with that, let's conclude with a Beatles song from 1968. God, I love this song. This is called Across the Universe.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They called me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like the restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my opened ears, inciting and inviting me. Images of dying love which shines around me like a million suns, calls me on and on across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
That's a cool idea. Maybe we should do this as a duet with Amanda Benjamin. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Liking that idea. So, Carol DeWald, lovely to see you. Glad you were watching. Yeah. As is now long established tradition, I'm going to sign off and say fare thee well, good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow. But I'm going to leave the camera running for a few more minutes so that this community developing in the chat has the opportunity to strengthen and bolster. Say goodnight to each other. And I'll point out one more time the new email address down here to my left, askhunteranything@gmail.com. If you have stuff that you've wondered about, drop me a question on email. I'm at this point kind of curious myself to see if I might have anything insightful to answer your question with, or maybe to further bolster your suspicion that you have an unanswerable question. Might be something I've considered. And yeah, in any case, we'll see you for Fireside Tales for Wolfgang, episode 53, part 2 of Edgar Allan Poe's Murder in the Rue Morgue, this coming Monday at 9 o'clock. I love you all. Stay safe and keep thinking.